Once upon a time, in a serene Zen monastery nestled in the midst of rolling hills, there lived a wise and compassionate Zen master named Koshin. Koshin was known for his deep understanding of human nature and his ability to impart timeless wisdom through stories and teachings. In the village near the monastery, there was a woman named Alara who had a reputation for being a difficult and toxic person. She was known to be confrontational, judgmental, and quick to anger. Her behavior had strained many relationships within the community, and she was often avoided by the villagers. One day, Alara decided to visit the Zen monastery in search of inner peace and guidance, hoping that the wisdom of Zen could help her transform her life. Koshin, being a master of compassion and patience, agreed to take Alara as his student, much to the surprise of the other monks who were aware of her reputation. As the weeks passed, Alara attended the daily teachings and practiced meditation under the guidance of Master Koshin. While her behavior slowly began to change, there were still moments when her toxicity resurfaced. The other monks found it difficult to understand why their wise master was investing so much time and energy in someone who had caused so much harm. During a serene evening under the cherry blossom trees, as the aroma of incense wafted through the air, a group of monks approached Koshin to express their concerns. They asked, "Master, we are confused. Why do you spend so much effort on Alara? She has caused pain and turmoil in our village for years. Is it not futile to teach her the ways of Zen?" Koshin smiled gently and beckoned the monks to sit. "Dear ones," he said, "Alara's journey to transformation is a reflection of our shared path. We all encounter toxicity in our lives, whether within or outside ourselves. Zen is not just about seeking inner peace but also about sharing it with others. Let me share with you 5 secret tips I have been imparting to Alara, which are essential when dealing with toxic people. Tip 1. Practice mindfulness. Koshin began with the first secret tip. Mindfulness is the cornerstone of Zen practice. It involves being fully aware of the present moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Alara, like all of us, was often driven by her reactions to the past and her worries about the future. In teaching her mindfulness, I helped her to ground herself in the here and now, he continued. When dealing with toxic individuals, it is easy to become entangled in their negative energy. Mindfulness allows us to remain centered and aware of our own feelings and responses. It helps us to recognize that toxic behavior often arises from the suffering and confusion within the other person. With mindfulness, we can respond with greater wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting out of frustration or anger. Tip 2. Cultivate compassion. The Zen master's story continued. Compassion, or loving kindness, is another pillar of Zen. It is the ability to cultivate empathy and kindness for all beings, including those who may be difficult or harmful. Alara struggled with a lack of self-compassion, which manifested in her toxic behavior. By teaching her to be compassionate towards herself, she learned to extend that compassion to others. Dealing with toxic people often tests our capacity for compassion, Koshin explained. It's essential to remember that their toxicity is a manifestation of their own suffering. By practicing compassion, we can create a space for transformation, both in ourselves and in others. Alara is slowly learning to see beyond her own pain and extend kindness to those she once judged. Tip 3. Establish boundaries. Koshin paused for a moment, allowing the monks to absorb his words. Boundaries are crucial when dealing with toxic individuals. Alara had never learned to set healthy boundaries, and as a result, she often felt overwhelmed by the demands and negativity of others. Zen teachings emphasize the importance of protecting our own well-being while maintaining compassion. The Zen master continued, teaching Alara to establish boundaries was a delicate process. We discussed the importance of self-care and self-respect, while also recognizing the suffering in those who acted toxically. By setting boundaries, we can protect ourselves from being drawn into their negativity, and at the same time, offer them the opportunity to reflect on their behavior. Tip 4. Cultivate equanimity. Koshin's voice became even more serene as he spoke about the 4th tip. Equanimity is a quality of mental calmness and composure, especially in the face of challenges. Alara, like many of us, would often react emotionally to toxic behavior. Zen teaches us to cultivate equanimity, to remain balanced amidst turmoil. He went on, equanimity doesn't mean being indifferent to the suffering of others. It means finding a stable center from which we can respond with clarity and compassion. When faced with toxic people, Elara is learning to maintain her inner peace and respond to their negativity with grace. It is a practice that requires patience and self-awareness. Tip 5. Self-reflection and detachment. As the moon rose higher in the sky, Caution addressed the final tip. Self-reflection and detachment from the ego are essential practices in Zen. They help us transcend reactivity and cultivate wisdom. Elara's toxic behavior often arose from a wounded ego, a need to defend herself and assert her identity. Through self-reflection and detachment, she is learning to let go of this need. Detachment doesn't mean indifference, Caution clarified. It means seeing the impermanence of the self and recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings. By doing so, we can let go of personal grievances and respond to toxic behavior with understanding. Self-reflection allows us to continually improve and deepen our practice. The monks listened attentively, absorbing the wisdom of their master's teachings. It was clear to them that the journey of helping Elara was not just about her transformation but also about their own growth and understanding. Caution concluded, "Remember, my dear ones, these secret tips are not just for Elara, but for all of us. We all encounter toxicity in our lives, and how we respond to it reflects our inner state. As Zen practitioners, our journey is to cultivate mindfulness, compassion, establish boundaries, maintain equanimity, and engage in self-reflection. These practices can help us navigate the turbulent waters of relationships with wisdom and grace." The monks left that evening with a renewed sense of purpose, understanding that their journey of transformation was intricately linked with the transformative journey of others, including those they once deemed toxic. Through the wisdom of their master, they had learned that every challenging encounter was an opportunity for growth and compassion, and that the path of Zen was one of continuous evolution towards a more enlightened and harmonious existence.